Hi, everybody. Welcome to Creating with Love, Crafting on YouTube, and welcome to my new subscribers. I think I got 3 in the last week. I'm going to try a new project with you. I tried preparing some of it so we could keep it on the low, the time on the low. So anyways, I'm going to start with the YouTube stuff. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up and share the videos. That's what helps it grow. And thank you for comments. If you comment, I appreciate each and every good comment that I get. And I will write back to you. The last video that I put up, I started telling you that yes, once I get to 500 I'll do a giveaway. I am working on I don't know what I'm going to give away. I'm working on collecting items for that. Would probably be maybe 5 to 10 items, I'm not sure, plus mailing them. So it's going to be a little while. I have at least 202 subscribers to go, and then there'll be a giveaway. Come see us on Instagram and Facebook, and my Etsy is down in the description. I have a new Etsy, guys, and some of my notebooks are up in the Etsy. I know it's 20 cents an item to put up there, so I put 5 items so far up there. I don't know if they're getting any traffic, but I am announcing that I do have a new Etsy. It's called Creating with Love 1, the number 1. I couldn't use my name, Creating with Love Crafting, as I guess it was used already over in Etsy. But I've been using Creating with Love Crafting for over 2 years on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So it's okay that my Etsy shop is Creating with Love. I think it's Creating with Love 1. Yeah, the number 1. So there's a link below. So I started this wonderful little project without you because I picked some. I want to keep the time low, okay, but I hardly do projects with you anymore on video because I don't know why. Maybe because it was hard for me to keep them down, keep all my projects down to below 33 minutes. So this one I'm hoping to keep down there, but if not, I'm sorry. So here we go. I'm really going to try. So I picked out 2 papers from Pumpkin Patch paper pad. Real nice paper pad from Joann's. I got it real cheap. Buy one, get one free when I got them about 2 weeks ago. So we're going to just start crafting. I'm going to remove the pad and put it over at the end of my desk. I don't have much space here because of the way I have to set up my camera. Not happy about that, but you know. So we're going to use blessings. I wish I did have thankful, but this one came from the Easter seasons, and I'm going to use blessings. And I did put my foam tape on it. I'm not going to color this at all. I believe it will go nice on the pumpkin. Okay, so it will show up nice on, I believe, either one. So I wanted to use this on the front, but it looks like this will not show up as well. So I'm sorry about maybe. We'll see how it comes out. Okay, so let's get moving on this. So I'm going to take this off, okay, the tag. So I'm going to take the tag off. Now there's noise outside because right outside my window, for some reason it's not as in this room we had to move rooms again because my son needed more sleep, but in this room it's not as quiet as the other room. So let's just get going. I'm going to use double-sided tape for this project. And what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to take the edges of my pumpkin. This is from the Dollar Tree, right here. And I am going to use my ink, my archival ink. And I am going to just dab all the ink onto the stem and the edges, guys. So you're going to see that it really looks nice on this, okay? And it covers well. And it doesn't rub off. Not rubbing off. So I think that looks really nice. Like stems on a pumpkin usually look. Okay. Now we're going to turn it over. And my archival ink is called, let's see, Ranger Coffee Color. It's a coffee color. So I'm going to put this over here because I am right-handed. And yes, I have my mouse in the picture. I'm going to try and figure out a way to get some more room on the desk so you don't have to see my mouse or my mouse pad. But I have to use my mouse to start and stop this program on the computer. So we're gonna do the edges here. And I may put you on pause so that I can finish the edges, and then I will tape up the pumpkin. I don't want to get any, well, I can get ink on this side, it's fine. Look. Doesn't look like much now, but you'll see. And I didn't like this pumpkin like this right here, but hopefully the paper will cover it. We're just putting paper on it. If I wanted to, I would have made this into a hanging device on the wall, but I'm not going to do that. And we're not edging the pumpkin, we're just getting rid of the blonde right here on the edges. So it won't be so weird when you see the paper on it. Like that. Okay? And you can alter any one of these things that you get from the Dollar Tree. I was going to do the owls, but I haven't done them. I was caught up in having to move the craft room and get it set up within 2 days before I took my grandchildren for my daughter for 6 days. And I wasn't able to do any crafting because my granddaughter is very, very active, and she's very demanding of your time. Now, most of the time when I am on a video, you will see me with glasses. But I cannot see, you'll see like I'll look funny through my glasses. But with my glasses, they're not bifocals, and they're for distance. So I can't see. So I'm hoping that you'll understand I wear my glasses and then I don't wear my glasses. Okay? It's just that I can't see up close. Most of the time when I'm in my craft room on my computer, even with the bifocals I used to have, I still have them. I use them in church so I could take notes. Even with the bifocals, I can't really read my computer. It just hurts my neck to cock it up and down, and I just figured I'm just going to go glass free, which I don't need the magnifying in the bifocal for reading. So I can read perfectly without bifocals. So that is why I am not wearing my glasses right now. But I can see further than I would say, what am I, maybe 3 feet from my computer? I would say maybe 5 feet away from somebody. I can't see very good, like they're from distance. So we got the edge. You see all the edges? It's all done. It doesn't really have to be perfect either. Then I have a coaster that I'm going to cover. This is not going to stay like it is, but I kind of want to ink up the edges. Give it a little bit of a fall look. And there is no finish on these coasters. So I believe this ink, which is permanent, will stay. It says waterproof. So that's an idea. See? Isn't that pretty? And I'm not going to cover totally. I'm going to let it look old. How's that? I may end up doing the same thing to the paper that I'm going to put on everything. I'm not sure yet. See, we're crafting as we go. This is called a craft with me. Hashtag craft with me. So I hope you like crafting with me too. This is not just a paper project. This is like a 3D project. So what we're going to do is I am going to pull some of the color down here so that if I cut the paper like this, which is what I'm envisioning to do, we won't miss any spots on the pumpkin. That will be white. I'm going to pull the color down. So how is everybody doing health-wise and everything else? That is a question. Please answer down below in your comments. I hope you like my haul videos. I'm trying to be able to do more haul videos. And at the end of every video, we do pray, because that is what Christians do. They pray for each other. So I have my double-sided tape, and I am going to line one side of the pumpkin with my double-sided tape. It's going to be hard for me because I really don't. Yeah, see? I have to piece it because I don't know how to get it to go around. I'm just making something for the fall so that we can just enjoy the fall and enjoy the beauty of something made. Okay, I need to piece that. And not worry about things. So I'm going to piece all the tape on here, and I'm going to do it on both sides. Okay. I'm going to do it on both sides. And then we're going to have to trim this all down, but you'll see how I can do that. But what I'm going to do right now is put you on hold, and we can start again once I get this all taped up. I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. Okay, so we have both sides taped up. Okay, both sides are taped up. Now, the hard part. What we're going to do is I am going to fit this on one side. So what I want to do is I'm actually going to score this down like this. So I think that that will be good. Okay. Then, so I'm going to take this little V, and I'm actually going to cut it out. Okay, and then we're going to fit it up to the pumpkin. See, that's what I mean I wanted to do. So the pumpkin is going to actually have a little dip in there so that you can see that this it looks a little more real. I don't know. So, okay, so now we're going to take this off. I got my tape out. This will be the front. I mean, I got my glue out. I'm also going to move my garbage over to my right side so I could just throw those in the garbage. So you heard some noise, so I moved the garbage, and I'm throwing them right down into the garbage. It's instead of on the floor because I don't have any room. Want to look for a better position for the camera. Took me a little while to get it back up into position. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same for the back. Before I even put this paper on, we are going to cut the little notch in the other one. Okay, I want to do the same thing. I got kitties in here making noise. They're moving around in their sleep. So forgive me because my kitties can't live without me. They gotta be everywhere I go. So if they make noise, forgive them. I love kitties. As I explained in one of my, I gotta go over this way. One of my earlier, how I got one of my kitties, my tortoiseshell calico. She's a black calico. She's beautiful. How I got her was I explained it before. I was walking in the backyard and I heard the screaming, and I thought it was a bird. She was screaming so loudly, and I was looking for the bird. And so I went to, and I'm going to put glue on this too, on the edges, so that it doesn't have a chance to come out. So my boy cat is going to cry in a minute. He's going to go, meow, because I closed the door while I am doing this. So I'm going in between the tape and putting dots of glue so that hopefully both will hold. Alright, so I'm just going to place this right over my pumpkin and pray that it comes out okay. I made a turkey last year and it didn't, yeah, it didn't, darn. Okay, so we got a boo-boo here. So what I can do is just put another strip here and you won't notice a thing. Alright, I'm just going to put a little glue right here. I can't believe I did that. Me, the perfectionist, makes a big boo-boo. Alright. I'm lining. When you make a boo-boo like that, just try to fix it, you know? It's fine. Right now, I'm disappointed in myself for doing that. So, I gotta let him out of the room because he's gonna start crying. And he gets loud. So, hold on. Alright, so now we have it. I don't know if you guys are gonna like this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut as closely to the edge as possible. And it doesn't want to really cut. I'm going to keep this longer piece of paper. Alright. Just cut as closely to the edge as possible. These scissors are a big pain in the butt, so I'm going to use my little fussy cutters. You know, and I could use my, X-Acto knife, but I don't want to do that because they tend to, like, tear the paper. So what I'm going to do is just going to do this, and then we're going to do a different process. And possibly, distress the pumpkin. Not the whole thing, the edges. Okay. So, there you go. That's one side of it, but we're not done. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the edges like so and take a nail file and take the edges down a little. And I'm going to go into, see, it's not going to work. It'll work if it's closer. I think it needs to be cut a little closer. But it's very hard to get into the corners around wood. You guys can see what I'm doing. And, sometimes I feel really clumsy with my scissors, and I want it while I'm trying to keep it in frame, and I just get frustrated, but it's fine. It's supposed to be therapeutic. Okay. You have to cut much closer. than I did. So you're just trimming it off. I don't want to really be perfect. That's what gives it character. But, so there you have your pumpkin. And now what I'm going to do, I got to stick some glue right there because it's popping up. So if you have a needle type of glue, you can use it underneath very close edges, and you could just sneak it right under like that. And it'll hold because this glue, I swear by it. I love it. Okay. Now let's see what happens when we file the edges. We're going to rough up the edges. Ooh, I don't want to go backwards. Why do I do that? It's like I'm filing my nail and I'm not. So we're going to rough up the edges, and yes, the edges are white, but they won't be white for long. We're just going to do this side, then I'll do the other side off camera and show you each side. Unless, I don't know. You may want me to stay on, but these videos can get pretty long, and I just want to assemble what I want to assemble together. This will be like a table piece or a display piece at a table, like the centerpiece. I'm only using one thing. I'm using a candle and a coaster I got from Goodwill, and the candle I got from the Dollar Tree. So this only costs maybe, I would say, with the paper and the glue and the tape, maybe $4 if even to make. And then what do you think we're going to do to the edge of this paper? That looks so nice now. It's all distressed, but it has a white core. I don't know why papers have to have white cores, but it don't matter because we're going to take care of that. I got to put my needle back into my glue, and it's giving me a hard time. Uh-oh. Oops. I almost stabbed myself. Come on. Stop taking all my time up. Okay. So now we're going to distress the edges of the pumpkin. Right here, right around. It's not going to take much. Looky, look! See? My mistake is disappearing. I was thinking about putting bling around the edges, but I don't think I want to right now. I kind of want it to look a little rugged and happy. Now, if I had a normal votive candle holder and a tea light, I kind of recommend that with this project, but I'm going to do this with a real candle because I do not have a votive candle holder with a tea light. So I'm just going to do this like so with a real candle. But I'm not going to use the candle. Now the hole right here, that's fine. Just leave it alone. This was supposed to be for hanging, and it didn't work that way. I didn't want to do it that way. I made a turkey this way out of a kit from, I think it was Michael's. And it was a kid's kit with a turkey. And that was last year. And that was, you can find that in my, videos from last year. You got to go about a year back in my videos to find the turkey. I can go and show it to you now because it's bothering me. So I made this turkey. I enhanced it out of a kid's kit, and I used a piece of shell tile for its stand, and I made this, it sits up, and the pumpkin's going to do the same thing basically with a coaster and a candle. So I'm just showing you. I'm going to make a table piece. This is a table centerpiece. Okay, so with the pieces of the kit, I had to trace more paper and kind of make it more blingy. Like, this is not from the pieces of the kit. Oh yes, it was, but this was not. And I also did a lot of hand stitching around it. It wasn't real hand stitching, it was jelly roll pen, but actually it was a lot of work. So okay, so now that you've got a good look at this, and yes, it stands up, I'll show you. It stands up by itself, and it's a centerpiece for a table. Alright, so I got the other side put on, and now I'm in the process of trimming it off, and we're going to go through the same process of trimming and sanding. This is why I like working with paper. You can kind of shape it into what you want it to be after a few mistakes, but I just like working with paper the best. I love working with the flat woods, but I don't like working. It's very hard for me to decoupage something. I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot of kitty hair around, so it kind of aggravates me because it gets into the decoupage glue. Now I have edges that I have to stick glue in, so we're going to do that. Because I forgot to put glue in spots so it wouldn't come apart. But that's okay. I'm glad I didn't do that on camera. We're just going to put glue. And I love this needle nose. I really love this needle nose because it gets right under where you want to go. Like, look, right under there. Just right under there. And it seems to be holding on to the other side on this wood, so you don't have to pull out the wood glue. Not too much. And there you go. Everything's all glued. That's all you really need. I mean, it is a decoration for 1 year. You're not going to use it for, you may use it for 1 year and you may not. Who knows? And with grandchildren around, they get bored easy with things. So you can make different things for them. Now we're going to we're going to sand it off really quick, okay? And then distress. So then the pumpkin will be done. Now, I will not light the candle because I have a beautiful bow that goes with this pumpkin that I got from the Dollar Tree. Okay, so no lighting the candle. What I really want to do is I wanted to get a votive with a tea light, a votive holder with a tea light, but I couldn't do that. So let's just pretend that that's what it is, please. I just want to show you how to make a centerpiece and give you different ideas. You don't much really have to put a candle there. You can put the little gourds like I put, you know, the little fake gourds from, I don't know, I grabbed those from a party I was at. I said, are you going to throw these decorations out? And they were like, yes, we are. And I said, can I have them? And they gave them to me. That's what I do. I know what I'm going to do with the stuff, and I grab it and use it. Alright, so this is very bad right here. But you know what? We'll fix that. I'm not sure which side I'm going to use for the front now. I kind of like this chevron pattern, but then again, I love this plaid. I'm stuck. Alright, so we got some rough paper right here with white cord, which we do not want. We're going to change that. I don't want to get covered with powder, but we're going to change that right now. Look! See? There we go. That way, we can cover up our boo-boos. I made a few boo-boos on here. But is that okay with you guys? Alright, so we're going to pretend that the candle we're using is a tea light. A battery-powered tea light. Okay? Now, I'll be right back again. Okay, so now I have my pieces together. I'm going to put this up here so it doesn't glare on you. Alright, so here is the candle that I want to use. I cut this out and I taped it up just to put on the top. When we're not using the candle, this one is cookies and cream. I couldn't find any spices at the time. It's going to sit like that. And this is going to sit like this. So we're actually going to have a display piece. All right. Now what I did was I took the label off of the candle and I traced it on a piece of paper, and I know what the smell of it is. Okay, I know the flavor of the candle, so I'm not worried about that. We're going to put this and this on the front of the candle, and then I made this to put on the coaster so that we can have kind of like matching colors piece. This came out of a very small paper pad I bought last year that I didn't use, and I didn't use a lot of it, but I actually really like it. I forgot what it was called. I think I got it from Joann's or Michael's, one of the two. I like Joann's paper a lot better. Michael's paper pads, I'm going to be giving my paper pads away to a young lady that makes bulletin boards, and not all of them. I'm going to do the Christmas ones. Here we're going to do this. And I'm going to give them to her. So that's the cover of the candle. You can take the cover off and yummy. It smells so good. So that's the cover to the candle, and this is a leaf type of paper. Now I had already taped up all the backs of these on purpose so that we can save time and not mess around. I don't like messing around. Alright, I'm just peeling my tape. I don't like doing this on camera, but you can see what I'm doing. I have my hot glue gun, which I haven't, my brand new one, I haven't used for a few months now. That's fine. But, let's see, the curve goes up. I'm going to turn this, and I'm going to show you how to put a label onto your candle. Oops, it doesn't want to. I don't want it to roll. That's the problem. So, I am going to place this like so. And voila, you have a banner on your candle. And the opening on the back, because it was a 6x6 piece of paper, okay, is just an opening. You just keep it towards the back. And put your cover on the candle. Now I'm going to move this just a bit, place our piece of paper that I trimmed, and I trimmed to the coaster. Remember, we already distressed the sides of the coaster, and there's your cork on the bottom. Goodwill coaster, keep them. Only cost me $1 for 4, so I paid 25 cents. I wouldn't even say this project's $4. I would say a little less. Two and a half. Well, the paper's maybe 50 cents because you're only using 1, 2, 3 pieces of paper, and a blessing sign. That's like 33 cents. I would say maybe closer to $3. Not much, guys. And you could probably do something much sweeter looking than mine. Okay? I'm just going to trim this edge. And there you have this. Okay. And there is a glue I do need to get. And I'm going to get it in a minute. I got to put you on hold. Again, sorry. So here is my E6000. I have a bigger one. But that doesn't seem to want to be here. I don't know where it is. So we're just going to use the smaller one. It's just enough for this project. We're down to no scraps. We're down to, well, the scraps I got rid of. We're down to just assembling right now. So what I want to do is I want to put blessings on here, and I think it will show. We're going to put blessings on here. And I don't think I should distress it because, and I put pop-up tape on this so it could look separate. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put a dot of glue on each one of these pieces so it'll stay onto the paper, because this is metal and it's heavier than if I was hanging paper. Okay, so we're going to have to kind of do that. Put a little piece of glue on it so the glue will catch a lot better than the than just the foam, because this is heavy, like I said. And there is someone always above me making noise, so if you hear that, sorry about that. I hope this stays together, guys. It seems to be a pretty good mounting tape. And yeah, I had to cut a lot of little pieces. I don't like doing that, but if you want to make sure that your project stays together and you do it right, and you gotta do it right, cut little pieces. So I'm going to grab my glue with the pin in it, and I'm going to put a dot on each. Hopefully the foam will stay onto the metal. I'm not sure that it will. So we have a dot on each, and I want to place it across like this. And I want it to do a diagonal blessings. Okay, so we have that. Then I want to somehow stand this like this, but I'm going to have to use E6000 because this is a ceramic piece, okay? And I also need to use my hot glue gun. So I'm going to put my pin back in here before it dries and gives me enough. Oh, it's giving me problems. That's all right. There we go. So I'm going to, and I believe my hot glue gun is ready. I'm going to put some on here. But what will make it stay is the hot glue. All right. So I'm kind of have to do this. So I can, well, maybe I can't. All right. We're going to lay it down. I'm going to put hot glue right on the edge here. Stand this up, center it, and get it on there real quick. You see what I'm doing? So the hot glue will grab. That was my idea, that the hot glue would grab, but it did not. All right, one more line of hot glue. It actually does not want to grab, so we're going to do it again with the E6000. Gotta be quick. Oh no, it doesn't want to go. Come on, grab. Don't make me look dumb. That's how I did it last year. Right. Wow, you don't want to work, do you? Be nice to me. Starting to grab now. Didn't want to be nice to me at all. So now we're going to flip it up this way, and it's going to have to. Wow, what's going on here, guys? Guess we had to put a ton of glue on it. I didn't want to do that, but it's kind of clean looking, so when that dries, I'm going to put it on the sides here and here. And then the E6000 should keep it on there. Then we're not going to, we're just going to do this, okay? I can't tip this right now so that you can see what it looks like. I wish I could, but it won't. It's not going to stay. It's still warm, real warm, but I think you get the gist of what it looks like. Now it's grabbing. Okay, I have one more thing. I wanted to put a bow on it. And it's going to cover blessings. Oh boy, I think I put blessings way up too high, but I can't take it off. So, what do I do? I kind of know what I can do, but I don't want to go through all that. All right, I'm going to put a little more glue here. And a little more glue here to keep it steady. I mean, it's not a permanent feature, you know. I am trying to make something pretty. That was a little hot. Now I gotta put some glue back here because it needs it. Right there and there. We need it to kind of be glue. Oh, these hairs off the glue. Now, you see what it looks like when it's laying down. It's going to be like this, okay? And then you're going to have the candle like this. And I'm going to figure out what to do. Well, the bow blends in too much. So, what do? And it also covers that too much. Okay. Wow. So, that's what this is looking like. Alright guys, so what I found was I can make my own bow. I'm going to make my own bow with pieces that I found. I found this from Cheer & Company, and I bought this really, really inexpensively. So we're going to learn how to make a bow right now. So we're taking the pieces of the bow, and there's a piece over here that is too glared. There's a piece over here, right here, that we'll just cut out for the middle. We're not worried about that. So what I'm going to do is right now, I'm going to cut a strip for the middle of the bow. Okay? Please don't let me yell at me if I miss that. So these pieces right here, we're just going to trace. That's why I bought these bows, because I have a die cutter, but I really cannot afford to buy the dies to cut the bows. I want to buy bows that are dies and make my own bows, but this is the next best thing. So this is all we're going to do, and I'm going to do this out of the other side of the plaid paper. Okay, so here we go, and I am just going to trace it, and boom, 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 boom. All right, so, oh boy, I'm too quick for myself. And I'm going to trace the last line, cut it out with my fussy cutting scissors. We don't need that. I don't know why it's jumping like that, but yes, I can watch what I'm doing in my screen in front of me. That's why I kind of look up all the time so that I know that the camera isn't jumping, and it is. It's kind of glitching, but forgive me for that. But I'm showing you quickly how to make a bow. So we're just going to fussy cut this piece out and use our glue to glue it together. I'm not sure if I'm going to like this, but it's another type of, and I think that'll look alright. But and remember, you're looking at this laying down, but it's going to sit up on the table. Okay. Now I'm going to quickly cut this out so I can get the bow put together. So you're actually getting 2 tutorials in one. How to make a bow and how to make a centerpiece. I'm very simple at making things. When something doesn't work, I have to improvise, and I hope you didn't mind that. Not happy with what happened, but my fault for not trying to look at the project before I put the wording on it first. And I kind of like the galvanized look. If I were brave, yes, I would use if I were brave, I would use, I don't know what I'm saying. So now we're going to, if I were brave, I would burn the candle, but I'm not brave and I don't want to start any fires, and I'm not suggesting you guys do it. That's what I was going to say. Uh-oh. So we have to hold it for a couple of seconds, but we're going to curl each end over to the middle and hold it like this. Okay? And then this goes on the bottom. So you can tell it's all glued. I think it's a cute little bow. Then you have this piece that goes in the middle, and I'm going to just, instead of putting a little stone in the middle, or a little piece, I'm going to snip off here, snip off here. I'm going to have the little leaf as the adornment in the middle. It depends on where you place your little decoration on the paper. So I'm going to stick some glue under here. And then we're going to stick some glue here and close it all shut. Pinch it. and it holds pretty quickly. This glue is great. It's called Barely Art Glue, and we're just going to place this right here, right at the top, and I'm actually going to use my hot glue gun to do it. Right there. And there she is. Your very pretty centerpiece. Very simple, very pretty. And if you were looking at it like so, it would be standing like that. Okay? All right. So, if you were looking at it face up or facing it, it would look like that. I hope you really like this project. Thank you, Jesus, for giving me the ideas for just a simple project. We don't have to go overboard. I don't recommend an original candle. I recommend, thank you for reminding me that a tea light and a votive holder would look nice too. I hope people enjoy this one tutorial. I do try to do things on video. And Lord, heal our country, you promised, if we repented. And I'm praying for all of us to be forgiven of our sins and to turn back to you. And I thank you, Lord Jesus, for protecting us from the top to the bottom, and from the top of our leaders to the bottom to us. Protect us all from this craziness going on and bring us back to you. Heal our nation and our bodies and our minds and our souls, and save us all with your salvation in the name of Jesus. Amen. Hey guys, I hope you liked it. I hope we had fun together. God bless each and every one of you, and keep creating with love.